And there are some actors who are one-take actor. They will, like Mr. Bachchan is like a one-take actor.
Yeah.
He'll rehearse a lot here. Irfan is like a 30-take actor.
My God.
Like in the 30th take, he's like give you the best. Like, he's like improvise. Deepika is a take one, take two kind of an actor. She's very good. Take one go. She'll first do a lot of acclimatization on the set and move and all. So my technique is very theatre and again a documentary. So I don't shoot like very organized करके अच्छा अब बोलूँगा action. ये बात करते when I'm rolling the camera and start.
Superb. I like this style a lot.
So like that. So that's how I do it. So I think also these actors, I mean stars I would say, and they are really big celebrities. They also come to me with the thought that Shweet Dada के साथ, Bengali Dada के साथ काम करेंगे तो हमको भी थोड़ा सा we are not working in a Karan Johar film, we are working in Shweet Sarkar film. That's all.
Okay, we've got royal blood here. One of the big guns of Bollywood. Is that fair? You don't like that word?
No, I don't like the word.
Forget it. Not Bollywood. We'll change the name. One of the big cinema gurus of our time. Is that fair? You tell me what you want to say. I'll say Rami.
No, I'm not a guru. I'm just a documentary filmmaker.
See, our show is based on the Karan Johar documentary filmmaker.
Yeah.
Then you're in the right place. This is a documentary only, the podcast. Okay, Sujit, we have to find out lots of things about you. Of course, movies and everything else. But I want to start at the beginning, which is, correct me if I'm wrong, Barakpur.
Barakpur, yes.
You were born there.
No, I'm not born. It's a funny thing. My father was an
Tell me abuse then. Wrong information. Sir, carry on.
So, my father was in Air Force.
Okay.
I'm born in Avadi near Chennai.
Oh.
So
that's a long way off.
And then I was 2 months and then I was transported straight to North Bengal, Hashimara, Air Force based, North Bengal. And from there I came to Barakpur cantonment.
Oh, I thought maybe Air India messed up. How do you go from Chennai to Bengal in like a little while?
Air Force messed up. They all
so you're a Fauji kid?
I'm a Fauji kid, yeah.
Okay.
And also...
Why did you waste your life with movies? Yeah, Baba, you should have gone into the...
it was an accidental thing. I mean, I never planned for this. I mean, I was preparing for army or the Air Force. Yeah, I was. But then पढ़ाई में percentage भी नहीं है वैसे. Academy भी नहीं जा पाया.
This is what you'll go into that IMA or the
NDA, exactly.
That's
what I wanted. That the Fauji kid के लिए that's a pride thing.
Dad was pushing you?
No, I mean he didn't push me, but आसपास के लोग तो bully तो कर ही देते ना. I mean चलो करो जाओ.
और environment में वैसा ही है ना. Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, everybody's talking. Fauji kid में ये होता ही है. You go to Fauji.
I think up to this generation it's always been father son. I think now it's changed. Last maybe 15-20 years.
No? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I still don't think so, but maybe. Okay. Very small.
I have an important question I want to get off my chest here. And please don't get angry.
Yeah.
But because I'm a huge fan, are you related to PC Sarkar or not? Damn it. From the laugh, I know I got the wrong answer. Yeah. My heart is paining. I feel like crying. No?
Yeah, that's what everybody asks me. Are you related to PC Sarkar? No, I'm not related to PC Sarkar. We just share our surname together. And he's Sarkar.
Yeah.
And he's like that,
Yeah, he's like that.
He's a funny man.
He's on he challenges a lot of, I won't take names, he challenged some of the big gurus of India to disprove their so-called magic, etc. But they didn't. You weren't willing to take him on.
Yeah, he's good.
Okay, let's go back to Barakpur. So you were born there, you're a Fauji kid. Then tell us your story. What happens after that? I go
to a place called Hashimara. I don't know, North Bengal. It's a.
Why do you keep saying North Bengal? First I thought you said like North Bengal, NOT Bengal. Matlab Bengal nahi hai.
No, ऐसा नहीं है. North Bengal is a very special place.
But explain.
It's all about jungles and tea gardens and So I go there and I grew up in jungles there with elephants.
And what a life you've had! How did you become a filmmaker? Makes no sense to me.
Yeah, even it's not sense to me.
You're like this Robinson Crusoe figure or one of these crazy Tarzan guys or something.
Yeah, no. My sister is born on a helicopter.
What?
My mother delivered her on a helicopter.
Why? To save money?
No, not save. They were transporting her from...
What are you saying?
From Hashimara. Then Hashimara in a hospital.
Correct.
And they were transporting my mother because of a complication to Bagdogra. So, and there it's all chopper service, the urgent chopper service. And in the middle of the, while they were flying.
There was a thing that the baby will be born now.
No, the nurses were accompanying her to go there to some complication. In Bagdogra.
In Bagdogra, they would have had the birth.
Exactly. But रास्ते में बीच में and helicopter takes turn and comes
That's
back.
a very good question. Now, technically, so where is she born? Because she's born mid-air, so but where was she over? What part?
Of course, Bengal, North Bengal.
Should have kept
helicopter.
Should have flown towards UK and got citizenship now.
Yeah, it's the pilot and everything. I think she can go to the Air Force
Yeah, I
flights
think there should be
anytime.
some
They'll
government.
give-
If you're listening, there should be some special grant or something for
yeah,
this
she
kind
can
of-
be. That's
Yeah.
what.
Air child, Fauji ka. What do you call Air Force kids?
Yeah, नहीं सब फौजी है.
सब फौजी
सब
है.
फौजी है.
There's no
सब
special
फौजी.
word.
Yeah, नहीं ऐसा नहीं है. So I'm born there, and grew up there, and from there to Bengal, Kolkata, Barakpur. Barakpur is a cantonment.
Right.
Complete.
So all-
still the Mangal Pandey and the British cantonment area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like that, and from there, Delhi.
Okay.
I go to
No, but
Delhi.
this is so you grew up. How many years were you in the cantonment area in Barakpur?
Around
and-
6-7 years. I mean, till I was cantonment area. No, till I was 10 years old.
Okay.
10 years old.
So at this point, you still want to be a Fauji and all that. There's no real serious.
No,
thinking about-
till that moment, I wanted to play World Cup football.
Ah!
I wanted to play World Cup for the country.
We want to play World Cup for a country which was ranked 126 by FIFA at that point. So the chances
because
of qualifying.
Pele came to Bengal at that time.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, Pele came to,
yeah.
and they're playing against Mohun Bagan, my
Yeah.
favorite team, and
Yeah.
I was a supporter of Mohun Bagan.
You saw that game?
Yeah, I saw that
Live?
game. Of course, I saw that game live on television. Everything. So of course, black and white. And since then, it was.
How
it was
did he
national.
play? But he was old and all that. But how?
Yeah, I mean, he
He played
dribbled
seriously
like,
or was just fooling around?
No, he was fooling around, but in fooling around, he was like
So good.
Yeah, he was too good. I mean, he was a.
God, you got to see Pele live. Wow, man.
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah.
Life is complete. So, what about football? Were you good?
I mean, I played not bad. I mean, I
Come on,
passed
tell
well.
honestly, because we've done some research. They're saying that you coach teams and all even now.
Yeah, I do. I do coach teams also,
Huh.
and I play with.
Please don't tell me Bollywood brats versus. I mean, one of those teams.
Yeah. No, that though I just play. I have to practice now, so I just play. But my bones are slowly giving up. But I still try and play every Sunday, every Saturday, Sunday.
I've seen Ranbir Kapoor play at the Bombay Gym once.
Yeah.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, he's good.
I thought
he's good.
actor and all that, but not bad.
Yeah, he is good. Tiger is good. And Abhishek runs our team. Abhishek and Bunty Walia.
Abhishek Bachchan is good?
Abhishek, he's our captain.
Oh, he's
a Chelsea
he,
fan.
He owns the captain. He's a Chelsea owns the team, so he became the captain. This is typical the rich kid who has the cricket bat and equipment and all that.
No, he knows about football quite well. He just speaks.
Yeah.
I mean, he talks a lot, of course.
Yeah, he's great fun. Yeah, he's a Chelsea fan. He goes and watches games and stuff. Who do you support EPL?
Barcelona.
You Bengali guys are all La Liga only. Nobody wants EPL anymore.
No. A lot of people, I follow EPL, but I'm more the Barca fan. So that's what it is. So I want to be a footballer all the time.
Yeah.
Still, I want to play.
What were you like?
Abhi bhi ka chance milega na, I'll play for plus 60.
Really?
Yeah.
You think if they have a World Cup for plus 60, India can qualify?
Please, I will trial for.
This
I'll
is
go for
an
the trial.
appeal from Sujit Sarkar, and the
I want
profile
it.
of FIFA will go up also. Because they get so much more Indian supporters if you guys come in.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
It'll go
there are
that
lot-
way.
Yeah.
Why aren't we able to qualify? I mean, following the game for so long, they seem to have improved. We have this ISL, we have that, we have a few big stars, Baichung, Sunil Chetri, a few names have started coming out from in the last 2 decades at least. But we are still.
I have not found. I mean, in so many years, I could not found one reason why we were not able
1.4
to.
billion,
But we are
yeah.
following so many.
Following don't. We are the biggest followers.
Yeah.
Huh?
Kolkata mein you have an Argentina and a Brazil.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it's like India Pakistan kind of
Is
thing.
it true they all wear Brazil colours when the World Oup is on?
Absolutely, they are like Goa. Like all the Portuguese will be on the Portugal team.
Yeah.
So,
Ouch. What to do? You have to choose a team and you don't have a team.
Yeah, and of course, East Bengal Mohun Bagan is our favorite one.
Is it still going on, the rivalry?
It is. I mean, it's not that as
Yeah.
bad that where you fight each other and you can't walk on the street, on a Mohun Bagan street, or you can't walk on an East Bengal street. But still, there are mad followers who
Do they wear branding and all? Like
branding, and they'll cook.
That's the trouble.
So Mohun Bagan is known for, and East Bengal. There's a fish which prawns will go with Mohun Bagan, and with East Bengal it is Ilish Mach.
What are you saying?
So, for example, you have a gully. On the mouth of the gully, absolutely at the entrance, they will hang an Ilish Mach. That East Bengal fans. And the Mohun Bagans will hang a a prawn, huge prawn, they will hang like that. And that day the prawn and the Ilish Mach cost
Goes up.
and the market goes up. Nahi. It's like something else also.
wow.
Now, into 5, into 10. So they love East Bengal Mohun match.
This is why I love Bengalis, because ultimately food is always going to be part of whatever, including marmari, which will happen at some point. The marpeet happens in the stand, they're still holding their fish and their prawns.
In the stands, if you ever go to an East Bengal Mohun match, everybody knows better football than they're constantly saying, "Are you pass him? Why did you pass him?" All that is going on like mad. And gali dena and ye dena to koi na. Player agar samne se chala gaya. Some players don't come to the stands this side. मैं उस तरफ ही रहता हूँ. वैसे होता है यहाँ पे.
I remember I met Chima Okeri once. He played a lot of time in
He's a superstar.
Superstar. I met him at Olympia, a small restaurant in Colaba. Bhija masala khake. I went like a little fan. I was 12, 13 years old. I said, "Sir, I'm a big fan." He was very happy. Nobody even recognized him. It was fantastic.
Yeah,
but he was a big star
there.
in
Bengal
that period.
mein Bengal mein they are superstars.
Yeah.
But the only thing is that they get satisfied as soon as they buy a bike for themselves. Then their football is gone. Then the bike becomes their own. Mostly good. They're very good footballers. But their ambitions go there still, till that point, and then they are all exhausted.
So to keep football flying in Cal, we should not allow bikes to be sold during the football season.
Not at all.
I've learned
Stop
a good thing.
bikes, yeah.
Considering you may have made ads where you sold bikes also, we don't know.
No, I've not sold bikes.
We'll find
I've
out.
sold bikes, yeah.
You sold?
I've done that for
Okay.
money.
Oh, it's fair. What to do? So, like you said, your art was actually football. Yeah. This is your second choice.
Accidental choice.
Accidental. So tell us what happened. First, you go to Delhi, right?
Yeah, I go to Delhi.
This is for studies.
This is for studies, because father was posted to 7 missile squad there. So then I go there and
where do you go in Delhi? Which?
There's an Air Force station called Tughlakabad.
Okay, so it's outside Delhi.
Yeah, little outskirts of Delhi. But I studied absolutely there in the Kendriya Vidyalaya. I'm a
But is it still called Tughlakabad? Because the present government is not very keen to keep these names. Let's give it a new name, no?
No, Tughlakabad can't be changed because Tughlakabad is fort.
As a representative of the government, I am a little unhappy. I will not keep Tughlakabad. I will change the name.
Yeah, you change the name, but Tughlakabad
Rajesh Nagar. I just pulled that out.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a completely
fair
Haryana, little Jat area of that place.
It's like a neutral name, like Sachin and all that. There's some names that are neutral in India. You can just put them anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in Tughlakabad and you're studying?
I'm studying, yes. I'm studying in Kendriya Vidyalaya, a school, central school.
And what did you plan to do?
Football. Nothing
Really?
else. Just football. I represent the school team. Then I go to college.
So you were quite the superstar in football.
Yeah,
in your world of school and college, at least.
I mean, yeah, college mein I was decent enough.
Were you forward?
Left wing.
Center, left wing.
Yeah, left wing
excellent.
and midfield. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And captain?
No, I was never a captain. I just played. I mean, I just love for football. That's it.
You had no fear, considering that football is a very tough place to make money. Only the top few will.
So this is a funny story for me how I made money. So I was playing for Bhagat Singh College, and I was in a final years. So I have to go for my exams. So I get a call from Meridian Hotel. At that time, I'm talking about 97, 95, like that. And Meridian. So they called me. They said, "Will you play for us?" I said, "Yeah." So we'll give you a casual job. I said, "Fantastic, casual job." I mean, I was like, job mil raha hai, matlab, I'm not.
What does casual job mean?
So casual job means you will be in some department, will pay you money, you just play
naam
for
ke
us.
vaste job.
हाँ, नाम के वास्ते
They do
play.
this with top sportsmen when you want to play corporate, no?
Yeah. So what they did was then मैंने पूछा what happened. बोलते we are losing against Taj every and ITC.
So this is East Bengal Mohun Bagan version of
will you play for us?
Delhi
I said,
Hotels.
I'll play for you. So there is to be hotel tournaments. So I played for them. And we win. And then the जोश आ गया उन पे. उनका कहते हैं यार we'll continue with it. हम तेरे को permanent काम देते हैं.
Wow. So,
and Hotel Meridian was a 5-star hotel.
Yeah, top.
And I was doing accounts. They said, "तू debit credit लिखता है?" मैंने हाँ लिख दूंगा. So they gave me a job.
So you became the accountant at Meridian.
At Meridian.
But actually playing football for Meridian.
Actually playing football for Meridian. So that's how my story began on football.
Were you good at accounts?
Very, very bad. Very bad.
So how much, do you remember how much you got paid?
Started with 1,600.
1,600?
Yeah, at that time. It was big money.
Yeah.
It was good money. Decent money. For
90
me, it was good
something.
money. And it was not bad money. Good money.
And then it went up a little bit. You paid for a year.
I think it went on to some 2,200 or 2,300 or so. My father was happy that he got a job.
Yeah.
That's
And you're playing football. So
And I'm playing
everything is fallen into the right package.
Yeah. And also in a 5-star hotel, so it's okay. So
Meridian? A name which is tough to pronounce in India. Le Meridian. Anyway.
in my film, in October, there's a lot of hotel industry. So it's all my hotel industry experience had come in the film, October.
In
With
October?
in October.
All based on real life.
Yeah, it's all based on
Did you ever do room service work and all that?
No, I never did that. But I used to go there.
I had a friend who worked in room service, and once he came to give food, and the lady was naked, and she opened the door, and
He was a lucky guy.
No, he was very like a Sharif kind of guy. He looked down, and she just continued, foreigner, just continued like that.
Yeah.
And he told us the story, you couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to join catering.
And I can't be on I can't talk here, but there are many stories like this.
Please बताओ यार, एक बताओ, please.
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है.
See, your film career and all graph, all that is easy to find. This is what we'll never find.
Yeah. See, there are madness out there.
Meridian story, एक बोलो.
Yeah, नहीं मैं तो सैलरी देता था लोगों को.
हाँ.
So सब मेरे पास आते थे.
Wow.
So, खाना लेके आते थे. Hey, रेस्टोरेंट से तेरे को खाना भेज दूंगा. तू मेरा सैलरी जल्दी दे देना. ठीक है, सैलरी दे दूंगा तेरे को.
But could you fix the accounts?
No, you cannot. It's all. Yeah, I'm on a very junior level to fix accounts.
It's just a dream as an Indian that one day I can fix the accounts.
Fix the accounts में only conveyance मिलता था बस.
But पैसा मिलता था.
देखो conveyance में सब पैसे कमा देते थे हम. Conveyance मिलना चाहिए हमको.
How much was conveyance?
Conveyance was an auto fare. So around say $40 going and $40 coming.
Fixed.
So if you go somewhere, so every day we used to take some outside job. So at least we get a conveyance of.
But you'll walk.
I will walk or take a bus or do something. But
I love the jugaad of India. Yeah, this is beautiful. These are the stories that make me inspired to stay in the country and not join Japan. I've been got a few offers here to
the
move.
jugaad is, of course, without jugaad no life. Jugaad तो चलना ही पड़ेगा.
Romantic period also. Because, so what did you think at that point? You were a young man. Did you have any idea कि ये future ऐसा ही होगा? Meridian में रहेगा, मैं accounts करता हूँ.
See, one was Meridian and another. At that time, I think also I started following Shahid Bhagat Singh. So suddenly I become a fan.
A revolutionary.
I mean, I started studying about him and all that. I went to Amritsar. I fell in love with Punjab, with the people of Punjab first. And also, funny thing is when I reached Delhi, first time in Kolkata, first time I saw so many Sardars. So many, Sardars in Pagad. Bengal में तो उतना दिखता नहीं है.
But although as a Fauji kid, you'll see a lot of Sardars.
Not in Bengal, not much.
No?
Not much. There was not many of them. इतने सारा नहीं देखा था मतलब. Delhi में like there were so many. So they became my friends. So
you got Punjabi-fied.
Somewhere I got Punjabi-fied. Quite a lot. And especially the Punjab Revolution and all that. So, and also there's a lot of...
Sir, can you do this in a Punjabi accent now for 5 minutes so that we know that you're really authentic Punjabi-fied?
Nah.
What yaar? Come on. No. Nahi? Okay. So after Meridian, so you're still about 20, na? How old would you be at that
Around
time?
22, I think. 22.
So while you're doing this job, what was your thoughts about yahin pe rahega ya?
No. So from there, Mandi House?
Yeah.
I've heard of it. So from Meridian, if you see, Mandi House is just a walking distance.
Okay.
So I used to walk there every day during the lunchtime. And I used to see the group of young girls and boys, they're sitting around and practicing theatre. They're rehearsing and sitting down. So
outside?
Outside. Because सबके पास space तो होता नहीं था.
वो theatre का story.
And especially in amateur theatre, you don't have money. So you will also do jugaad theatre. So I used to go there and sit there. So one of my friend, Shubhendu, also there's another friend called Shamur. They asked me, why don't you join us for workshops, Aja theatre mein tu kya?
You were just staring at them.
Yeah, मैं
standing.
तो आजा मैं ऐसे जाने लगा एक दिन. And one day there was a play there at Kamani Theatre by, and in that play there was Nasuddin Shah.
Oh, nice.
And Om Puri.
Nice.
So, and...
They were doing plays still at that point?
Yeah, they were. It was a play by Dharamveer Bharti. The name of the play was Andha Yudh. And Satyadev Dubey was directing it. If you know.
The legend.
Yeah, legend.
Here,
Yeah. And so I go and see that play, and something happens to me. And then I see the next show also of that play, and something happens. And I walk back to this Meridian, and that walk back, something happened. That's my life completely changed. And then since that day, something happened inside me that I every day started going to Mandi House, and from there
you fell in love.
I fell in love with theatre, and that from football shift to
I know,
theatre.
what a big change. Yeah. Although there's a lot of theatre on the football field also. And the way they hold their leg, I remember the Maradona.
They're better
generation.
actors.
Better actors. Fabulous.
Ronaldo to
Faking the fall and all.
Neymar, Ronaldo are the famous for
Neymar
that.
is the best. You're right. Neymar is number one.
But nowadays from Neymar, all of them got it.
But the South Americans, I think, I don't want to be racist about it. South Americans are the best at pulling a fast one.
Yeah,
It
because,
seems.
Yeah, they're like us only.
They're like us, exactly. So you watched the theatre, you watched Om Puri and Nasir Saab on stage, and you got inspired.
And I got completely mesmerized.
But you
by
wanted
it.
to act then?
No, I never wanted to act.
Direct.
But I mean, there wasn't. I mean, of course, कि act कर लेगा तो अच्छा है. But I knew that I won't be able to face be on the stage. So, but I just at that time also I didn't know whether I'm going to be theatre or something. I just started
Just felt
going.
the attraction.
Just
It's
going.
what I
there.
felt for girls from the age of 10. And it's continuing. Abhi sir, till today, I see a girl so I don't mean it badly. I just can't help myself. I'm getting neutered. Mother is organizing it. So you just felt this call is there.
Nobody will neuter at this age anyway.
No, हम तो self neuter करते हैं अभी आजकल. Do it yourself. But so you just felt a calling.
I just somehow I mean, just calling means not calling also. It's just let me be there. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not that I thought I'm who's going to leave this job and be there in
Correct.
theatre. So, but my friends were part of theatre and they were doing all kinds of associated with all kinds of theatre. So one day I go there and there was a group called Act One. And, who's my guru? That's still Act One is still
This is
my
that
guru.
Manoj Bajpayee gang.
Yes. So N.K. Sharma was the main guy. So and then one of my friend Gajraj also he took me.
Gajraj, the great Gajraj.
Yeah, we are from the same gang.
So Gajraj is a big fan of the show, yaar. Every day he sends messages. I love you.
He, Piyush Mishra, me, all with the same gang.
Wow.
Manoj, Ashish Vidyarthi,
my
all
God.
that.
All alcoholics. अब तो नहीं. So then,
Piyush ने छोड़ दिया alcohol.
what a voice he's got.
Yeah, of course.
It's amazing.
So all
And all these guys have done so well. You and these guys are all. Did you ever think small theatre group everyone will shine?
No, how can you think? How do you know that?
It's amazing.
For us, even to reach Bombay was almost like we got it. Everything. यहाँ Bombay land करेंगे, leaving Delhi for Mumbai for all those struggling in theatre and trying to make it. That itself is a dream come true.
Yeah.
Rest is a bonus that we got.
But let's rewind again. I rushed
sorry,
ahead.
yeah.
So you start this. You're part of. They've already established this troupe.
No, it's just starting. There's the first play that Manoj is performing.
तो आप भी घुस गए उसमें?
मैं भी उसमें घुस गया. And go and my job was to chai pilana.
Oh, so you're not acting. So you're doing production at the moment.
Production at the moment. Chai pilana. थोड़ा carpentry का काम करना देना.
Oh, nice.
I was good at carpentry because my father was also in the in Air Force for some time. He worked in the carpentry department, so he'll take us, and so we'll know some carpentry work also. So they'll have to go all kinds.
Sujit Sarkar does his own sets. Even today, your huge films and ad films and all. You do your own
I
sets.
break my sets.
But you must be taking more interest in that now when the set designer comes.
Yeah,
you can see through all the bullshit they're telling you. For example,
sometimes they make it so plasticky that you have to break it to make it more
ऐसा नहीं,
organic.
Gando.
So that's what we have to do. So
So you're doing production.
production. That's what started. Then production karte I leave the job. Suddenly
How do you leave the job? But the paisa hai usme.
you could not do both the thing.
But there's no money here.
Yeah,
Yet.
I know. So what I did. So then again a jugaad. Again jugaad came in. So I was good in lighting and doing background music and settings and all.
That's everything, boss, except acting.
Yeah. So then I got some assistant work also, some documentaries. So my background is basically documentary and theatre. So उससे जो पैसा आया वो चल गया अपना. And
So
group
you were
के लिए
doing freelance on other sets, you're saying?
and other sets.
Helping with all kinds of things.
All kinds of things.
In the production and
yeah, all kinds of
departments.
jugaad and doing the money and leave the job and go there. But then that's how I became, also started following films at that time. Started studying films because I could not go to to NSD and film school and all. And so documentary became my life and I loved doing documentaries. Assistant work, all production and assistant work.
You're talking about making documentaries or watching documentaries?
Both. Making
So
and
which documentary was influencing you that way?
many. I mean, there's so many of them. But one very important documentary which really had a deep impact in me was a documentary on Vietnam War by and there was. It was in IFI, At that time, IFFI used to be not in Goa, in Delhi.
Huh.
Yeah, so it was a documentary all about all the young 18-year-olds who were in the Vietnam War. They wrote letters to their parents, and of course they died in the war. And so the whole documentary was reading of those letters and the shots of the war. So that had a deep impact on me. And there was many other documentaries that I've watched, all kinds. So the documentary was in me, and my films are also very documentary. In
style.
In style also. They're not very narrative, plot based. Not that. So my films are also very. It's documenting.
What were the ad films?
See, ad films though, it came to me just like that. You know? They started giving me ads. I kept doing it. I said money, and I want to polish my.
Fair enough. So you're doing it like we do the podcast. No? The client is king, and what do they say about oldest profession in the world? You do whatever you have to do to survive. Fair enough. Yeah. Although that did make you famous. Again, we are jumping. Let's go back. So you're doing this. You're doing freelancing. You're watching documentaries for inspiration. Also working on documentaries.
Yes.
But there's no idea about what's happening next or anything.
No,
not
completely
intangible sort of rasta hai na? I mean, you don't know where you're going.
So while doing this, all that, plays and meeting with this. So one film, one of my group.
Plays were going on, but they were doing plays.
We were doing plays.
And you're getting some name and all that.
Yeah, name means, not me.
The group is people are coming to watch and all.
We have been noticed as a group. That's a good group, And of course, Manoj was very known in Delhi at that time as an actor. Piyush Mishra was known there. Ashish Vidyarthi, because they're all from NSD.
Ashish Vidyarthi also.
And Manoj was not from National Scrum Drama. Manoj was from Barry John.
Right.
Where Shah Rukh and all that were there in the group. So they were also parallelly doing plays at that time. And we are doing Hindi theatre, they were doing English theatre. So that was the difference. And Hindi theatre didn't have much money. So we were all running on grants and all that. So from there, Siddharth Basu?
Who doesn't know Siddharth Basu?
Yeah, he was doing quiz programs.
So he's the number one after. It's all Cal-based, no? The O'Brien family, Neville O'Brien, Derek O'Brien, Siddharth Basu.
Exactly.
You all have dominated the quiz game, not allowing us in.
So one of my friend, a college friend, used to work with him. So and he asked me, why don't you come and join us and help us in our post-production work with Siddharth Basu? And I go there, and suddenly quick Bengali connection happens. And then Siddharth Basu...
Extremely polished gentleman, but...
Of course,
I was scared of him. British
the kind of, the way he speaks, used to speak at that time. I was scared of him.
He was like Shashi Tharoor, even same class.
I wouldn't understand few things also. So suddenly there was some kind of a liking. He started liking me and me being there in the post-production there. But it's all quiz program. In the quiz program, it's always research-based.
Correct.
Planning and research and a lot that. And I did that for a few. And then he was doing certain other slice of life programs also, from fashion and some tourism programs also. I was helping them. So through him, I got in touch with, he introduced me to Pradeep Sarkar. Pradeep Da.
So you all are not related?
No.
Everybody says you all are related. See, you liars. This PC Sarkar left over. Every Sarkar is not related. Every Singh is not related. Every Shah is not related. These people. Public is terrible. My public is terrible.
So Siddharth Basu and Pradeep Sarkar used to collaborate together. And Pradeep Sarkar was a big boss of Delhi. He was an umbrella, for Dibakar Banerjee, Jaideep, Shantanu Moitra, and all those people. So he asked me, would you assist me? And then I started assisting him. And that's when I think
on ad films first.
On ad films. So he asked, of course.
But you're still working in the theatre group and all that.
All that I'm going slowly. But slowly now I'm also getting into this craft.
The
filmmaking craft.
And if people who don't know, once you work production on an ad film, you don't go home.
You don't go home.
It's basically death.
So slowly. But I was going to the group and coming and all that was going on. But slowly this film craft took over. And then I started with Pradeep Da, and then it was never coming. And it started pouring in and everything. He's giving me direction work also. I became an associate director, writing department, everything. You know how to climb
so
that.
So it's basic nepotism. The whole story is one Sarkar looking after the other Sarkar. We have exposed... No, I'm just kidding. Family story.
No, of course. No. Nepotism is... I don't mind
all Bengali connections, yaar.
It's okay.
Siddharth Basu on top. Then one Sarkar helps the other Sarkar. I hope you pass it over. Help a Toto, sound guy.
Okay.
So what is the first ad then? So of course, Pradeep Da would say, you take this part of the ad.
First ad was...
his ad or your ad?
No, his ad, he gave it to me to direct because
That's
he
what.
could not direct.
Correct.
So that was a Dettol commercial. And also, luckily, the subject of that was a football World Cup.
Wow.
So, you know,
Have I
for
seen
me,
this?
it was like like I said, okay, you play football, you love football, you make a... So it's like 5-6 kids are playing football all over Calcutta.
Okay.
So
And pretending to be teams.
just playing. I mean, it's a very surreal kind of a
So
commercial.
you
they're
don't know,
playing it.
this happens all the time in Calcutta. You just need a camera.
Yeah, that's what. And I got my friend Nati, Natarajan, he's known. Now he's an actor, big actor in South. He's there in this film, this Maharaja that's come out. He's there in that. So me and him take a camera and we go there and we shoot that commercial. Like wild, you know, मालूम तो कुछ है नहीं क्या करना है.
Like
First
montage
time.
basically.
Montage. So first time he is also holding camera, I am also directing first time. So mad. So we went to Kolkata. We hired some street kids. We gave them
Toto.
some so get them and football. So that commercial got a lot of eyeballs. That's all. And after that commercial, I didn't have to look back. That's the only commercial that I made.
Which World Cup? 98?
98.
Ah, see, I guessed it.
98. So this is a 98 World Cup. That one film and that
Huge hit.
Huge hit.
Also very different sounding film.
And that got noticed in Mumbai. I thought Mumbai mein sabne noticed. I'm still in Delhi,
Yeah.
And I'm getting calls from agencies from Mumbai like
As the sports
O&M,
specialist.
Yeah, Balki and all that.
Oh,
They're
nice.
calling me for Liril films and that films. I said, oh God, man, what is that happening? I'm scared, nervous. I said, kaun jayega inka? And Delhi, dealing with Mumbai people versus Delhi is two different worlds altogether. Huh? I think Delhi culture, difficult to explain. Delhi culture is much more raw and wild and all. So Mumbai में मुझे लगा कि everything was little थोड़ा cosmetic था. For me, from there and on.
So actually you're praising Delhi and saying that raw and wild but natural and cosmetic and, hidden.
Yeah, because there are a lot of
secretive.
jargons being used in Mumbai.
Jaisa?
Delhi में jargons नहीं use होता है. All kinds of jargons,
Even the
narrative.
teri maa ki, teri behan ki. I mean, there's typical languages used.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. There's more polished attitude out here.
It is little fine, everything is
But
very
he's pretending to be very sophisticated.
pretending ही था सबसे ज़्यादा.
वो तो है.
So that's and Delhi से हम लोग वो pretending वाला था ही नहीं हमारा.
Yeah.
So that clash happened. So it took a little time to understand some language I didn't understand also. So क्या बोलते थे?
We have murdered Hindi. You unlearn Hindi and we'll send you back to North India.
The first my experience was when I came down to Mumbai and somebody is calling me from piche. Man, and
Welcome to Mumbai.
And I got irritated. कि
You thought
man,
कि
ये कौन है ना?
this is
मेरा
Leaf
Delhi
Teaching.
वाला blood को
Huh.
So then my friend told me, no, it's okay, it's normal. And I could not still take it.
Yeah.
Every time I go there, somebody is calling me like this.
And there are all kinds of people doing that.
Yeah, now I'm
rich
used to
people
it.
meet.
Everyone.
It's not like a poor person only does that.
Yeah.
Huh?
But one thing I liked in Bombay was when the good thing was that you to ride an auto rickshaw, they will return you 1 rupee. ₹1 भी वापस देगा.
Or they'll tell you कि जुटा नहीं है, they'll go and get it.
दिल्ली में बोलेगा सर है नहीं. क्या करोगे आप? मैंने है नहीं मतलब नहीं है नहीं.
But I'll tell you my Delhi story. In the auto rickshaw, they take toffees. Because I would always have short less money.
आप बहुत लेट.
मैं negotiate करता था उनके साथ. तो टॉफी खिला दो. बस हो गया. They would take it for 50
I think
paisa.
you were fortunate enough. We fought on every ride. हम दिल्ली
Because
वाले
you're local, ना तो local का flavor अलग है because you're being dominant there. We are being nice. तमीज से बात करते हैं. Imagine speaking nicely in Delhi.
Yeah, आप
Imagine.
बॉम्बे वालों के लिए तो दिल्ली लगेगा कि अच्छा ठीक है, गुड है.
I love Delhi. I have no problem.
वो दिल्ली वाले के लिए तो बाप रे बाप. How dangerous it was. Every time you fight with the auto.
I as an experiment wore a skirt in late night, walked in Gurgaon on the streets at 11:30 to see what happened. कुछ नहीं हुआ. कोई आया नहीं, कोई पूछा नहीं, कोई हाथ नहीं लगाया, टच नहीं किया, कुछ नहीं हुआ. I wore a choli and all यार.
After this podcast,
And I'm
आप
saying,
दोबारा जाओ.
I was telling them चोली के पीछे क्या है to myself. कुछ नहीं man, nobody's interested. Make that movie, sir. Okay, we will take a quick break, then come back. We will talk about your films, the growth rather, of where you went from footballer, not struggling footballer. Actually, it was a pretty decent gig, Le Meridian, all the way to award-winning films.
For football, isn't it? You don't have to. If football is like a nasha, you just play. That's it. You play and you.
No, but it's a successful venture. Because for that time in your life as a 20-year-old, you're getting some money, you're getting some fame in your locality or whatever.
Of course. Football is a jugaad for me, and it saved me from many things.
It's a founding brick of your story.
Yes, it's football.
We'll take a break and come back.
Hey, Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Cyrus Says, Cyrus Sits Down with Amit Sharma, the visionary director behind the Google reunion ad and acclaimed films like Badhai Ho and Maidan. Together, they dive into Amit's creative journey and his untold stories of success. On A Century of Stories India, Kunal unveils the story behind India's longest sea bridge, the iconic Atal Setu, Mumbai Trans Harbour Link, a 21.8-kilometer marvel connecting land and sea. On Paisa Vaisa, Anupam sits down with India's legendary designer Neeta Lulla to explore her 40 years of journey from Bollywood costume designer to establishing a couture empire. Folks, if you like our shows, spread the word. Tell your friends and don't forget to rate and review them wherever you're listening to them. Follow us on social media. We are IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. You'll also find all our shows on YouTube by their show name, so do look out for them and have fun watching. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week: IDFC First Bank, Axis Mutual Fund, SBI Mutual Fund, ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund.
In case you just joined us, Shujit has been telling us his path is to glory. And he started as a simple footballer, did very well there, joins a theatre group in Delhi, out of which all 6 or 7 performers, and not just performers, people in the group, are super successful today.
Yeah, they
I think without exception, which is rare. I don't think there'd be any other group like that. And then he becomes an accidental ad filmmaker, doing a film on football again. So football is always part of your karma. And then he comes to Mumbai. And that's where we are with the story right now. So then, of course, you started becoming this number one.
I picked up many commercials, and I just do commercials.
What was the rate?
Quite good.
How much you made per picture?
Per picture, तो ये
For
तो
motivation sake.
budget wise, but I made a good money. I didn't have to वो struggle का जिंदगी नहीं था मतलब.
हो गया.
I had a car, I had a house, so that's all good.
Girlfriend, wife. Just kidding.
So सब था मेरे पास.
He's not denying it.
Yeah, but the only thing was that to crave was to of course to make a film. I came here to make a film.
This is all ad filmmakers at some point want to make a film, right?
No, I came to make ad film.
So you're accidental ad filmmaker.
I kept making ad films because it kept coming to me.
पैसा.
And, मैं करता गया. But my whole attention, because of the theatre and cinema, was go to theatre to make cinema. And also I was heavily influenced by Ray.
Yeah.
So Satyajit Ray's my Bible and everything. So that was always there. So I was always a cinema person. So I wanted to make films. And I came with a script.
Oh, you had a script?
I had a script. I came with a script. I wanted to make this film on Bhagat Singh.
Oh.
I wanted to make a film on Bhagat Singh. So I came with that script here.
But didn't they make 2 or 3 films at one go? I think Ajay Devgan was...
That's the reason I left it.
वही उसी टाइम पे हुआ. Two came out.
Exactly. मैंने बोला यार मैं स्क्रिप्ट लेके आया हूँ भगत सिंह का और ये and I saw the films also. And I said this is not my Bhagat Singh. You know, my Bhagat Singh will be different.
This happened to you again with Kishore Kumar. I was reading somewhere.
Exactly.
Okay, let's finish this story.
Yeah. So then I said I will. Then I said let's. I didn't go. I went for
वो script
it.
है? Is it a different way of telling the story?
So that transformed into Sardar Udham, which is there now.
Oh, which is on that Michael O'Dwyer.
Yeah, Michael O'Dwyer. Yeah. So Sardar Udham I made after 20 years. In 2020, I make that film again. With Bhagat Singh, a kind of Bhagat Singh I saw as a revolutionary Bhagat Singh, as a normal, ordinary, young college boy. So something like that. So then I gave it up, and then I read an article on Kashmir because I've been to Kashmir for a documentary. So I've been
during the bad years.
Yes, during the bad years. Since you say 91, 92, 93, 94.
That's a bad period.
Exactly. But I did documentaries on shrines.
Really?
So that's why even the rebel groups there, they didn't touch me much in terms of because I was doing on shrines and about history and all that thing. And also these were not government documentaries. They were documentaries for
private person.
So if you are a private person, they will not touch you.
Only a little bit because 89 ke baad, I think the first 4-5 years were very hard.
So we had a lot of
security.
Not security. If you are with security, then you're a problem. Yeah, so sometimes I had to run out of the security, and I just skip out of the security, then go in and shoot some stuff. Because with security, you are much more. There's a risk there, in terms of. So we had to get out of that. So then my first film was a story from a newspaper clipping about an army guy falling in love with a Kashmiri girl. So that's was my first film, Yaha. So then I write a script.
This is a real story.
It's a real story.
Oh.
It's all my films are real story, more or less. So it's a real story.
आयुष्मान वाला भी real story है.
मतलब
Vicky fucking donor bench. सरकार जी.
आयुष्मान का खुद का स्टोरी है वो.
Red card. I was about to give you a red card. I'll take it back. तो फिर सही है.
Yeah, बहुत slow का story है.
If you've been on roadies, you'll be a donor. So let's rewind.
Yeah, that's what he did. I think.
Kashmiri girl falls in love with a major.
Army. So then I make that. I go to studios.
Yeah.
So the studios say कि नहीं कश्मीर में बहुत फिल्म हो चुका है. You know,
Tough topic भी है.
ये है वो है नहीं करेंगे. So this first film itself, I decide I'll produce it myself. So I do commercials. I for 1 year I just
Figure it out.
Accumulate a lot
तो
of.
accountant भी है.
Yeah.
खुद accounting भी है. I mean, everything comes to help you. Your past.
So I get a lot of. I accumulate a lot of money, and then I said, let me go for it. And I get my first cinematographer from Sweden. He shot Chernobyl. His name is Jacob Irie. That's why that film was, if you look still, it's a very
Difficult
good
film to watch, Chernobyl, huh?
Yeah. But but he's an excellent cinematographer.
So this documentary thing is not a joke, huh? Everything is influenced by...
A documentary. So he also was a documentary filmmaker. So then, like a documentary, I shoot this film, but with some tropes of Bollywood,
Happy ending है उसमें?
Which I didn't want it. I really didn't want that. And I had to. I had shot 2 ends, but now I repent that why did I do that? I should have gone for my original ending that I wanted. So I still think that was a big mistake that very foolish thing I did in that film. What happens when you come here, na? So there's so much of a pressure of that, this film has to be a happy ending, hero should win and all that again. But in the first draft, he was dying in an whatever combat there. In one village he's gone and one mosque was, so all that and both. And in that film in Kashmir, in terms of politics also, it takes a very holistic view of all of them. So when you see the film, whatever.
Non-judgmental view.
I mean, there's a point of view of that. I mean, I can't be judgmental there. I have to just present it like
it's also a love story. So
and Kashmiri girl and an army man is impossible.
Impossible.
Yeah. I had one story that when I went.
But this is a real story also.
Of course, it is.
I want to know: does it end in reality? What does it end badly or in the real story?
But in the real story, what happens? So this army guy falls in love with, Lal Chowk. In Lal Chowk, he had a curfew duty. So he had his a bunker. So रात को he wants to have tea. चाय तो लेके आता था. Of course, army. So sometimes the neighbors, the घर behind, will give them tea. साथ चाय पियेंगे. Civilians. So every day, one girl's hand used to come out with a cup and one kettle, and used to give it. And this army jawan fell in love with the hand.
Sorry, we shouldn't be laughing. It's a very sensitive story, but it's just perhaps the wrong way to put it.
Yeah. So. And I think he went back and somehow they met there only during the curfew duty. And he went and told his captain that I've fallen in love. And what are you doing? If they come to know, you will know what's going to happen. So, and it's an impossible thing. So somehow, I think in the real story, the father of that girl agreed, and they were immediately taken off from the captain helped, and that boy, Jawan was posted somewhere else in Northeast, and they went there.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that Jawan was shot in Northeast. So that's the story. The end of the story was, and which I should have done.
You wanted to stay true to the story.
I wanted to, but I don't know what went wrong. I still feel that I should have gone and done that. I didn't do that. Anyway, long story. It's ho gaya. That mistake has happened.
Now I'm feeling sad.
No, I then it was a learning for me. Then I never repeated those mistakes in my following films. That I will go with my gut, whatever I feel like. I'll go with it.
Maybe just for the sake of India, they wanted to give a happy ending. Your people around you saying ki.
See, I have spent a lot of time with even the RR forces there when I was doing documentaries there, and also for this film, a lot of research work. So when you are in a situation there, and in that kind, you don't know what's going to go wrong. So every day you get the news from there. So it was there. At that time, it was a peak. So So that's how it happened.
Did your dad interfere at all, being a Fauji and all that, about your story? And did you talk to him?
No, I mean, firstly, he didn't like that, what I'm doing. So, he used to tell me that theater, the Naukri Chor ke theater mein, he was pissed off.
But this specific making a sort of against the war.
No, that he was okay, fine, ki, you are making a film, that itself was a joy for him. And he never thought that I'm going to make it.
It's amazing how making a film you sound like a great human being.
Yeah.
But anything else, theatre together, you sound like a loser.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Yeah, my father was a fan of KBC.
Huh.
He's like every day, ritually, he'll sit there for KBC. He said, "Tu ye kyun nahi karta?"
Siddharth Basu, no? Who was in charge?
Yeah, no, I was there in KBC.
Oh, you were there.
First 10 episodes, I was there.
Achha,
I was being the online director with Babu took me.
Yeah.
So then I left after 10 episodes. Because I got...
Did Amitabh Bachchan remember you from there when you start casting him?
It's somewhere he remembered me, possibly.
Huh?
Somewhere we interconnected. Again, a Bengali connection happened.
Huh.
So there.
He speaks Bengali, no? Little
Yeah,
bit?
he speaks. He speaks. So that's where the connection happened. So anyway, so life... everything is a
that was the first movie. You can't go through all the movies, you'll run out of time. But let's talk about what's on the plate right now.
Right now, I am coming out with the film title I Want to Talk.
Okay.
That's what I wrote. So that's the title of the film
Huh.
with Abhishek Bachchan. It's a simple life
Sounds
story.
like Kejriwal story. Sorry.
Yeah, your story also. You also want to talk.
Yeah, but mine is not, there's no pathos and all. I'm thinking Kejriwal, it's a lovely title for someone who's struggling to get his point across.
Yeah, because the story, as I said,
Abhishek is the lead.
Abhishek is the lead, yeah.
Huh.
And he's the one, and rest are all in fresh cast.
You also cast him because you want to remain in the left flank in the team. He owns the team.
Yeah. See, on the field, he's the boss.
He's the boss?
Yeah, but shoot, I dictate terms.
Changes.
Changes.
Yeah.
But it helped me because, we had a nice camaraderie.
Again,
in terms
football
of-
connections.
Yeah. So he knew me very well. I knew him very well because I've also worked
He's
with
also
his dad.
crazy about football.
Oh, he's crazy.
Yeah.
He can talk on football like anything.
Non-stop.
He knows everything on football. So, he can run Chelsea.
Yeah. He may. You never know what will happen.
Yeah, he can coach Chelsea.
So what's the story?
So, see, it's a
Whatever you can
narrative.
tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is. So as I said, my films are not plot driven. It's very ordinary story of a guy, for example, with dealing with everyday issues and everyday problem, whether it's a little health issue,
The
or
Satyajit Ray
survival
effect
issue.
also.
Yeah, exactly. And then a relationship with his daughter, his surroundings, how he survives, all that. It's a very feel good slice of life, like Piku, who's dealt with one father-daughter who's like dealing with constipation. And,
But
all
it
their
was
life.
great.
Yeah.
That's your idea?
Yeah. I mean, Juhi came
I
up
mean,
with
such a generic but really hard-hitting, home-hitting kind of truth for people with elders.
Yeah.
around
Every
them.
home has
Every
one
home,
of them.
that's what.
Yeah, one of that. Wow.
Even the Vicky Donor thing, we're laughing about it and all because they're very uncomfortable with sex, etc. But it
But
makes
the
a lot of sense.
film opened
Yeah.
up a lot of things,
Yeah.
The film opened up it broke the taboo of that infertility and all that.
Yeah.
It broke the taboo,
Yeah.
and now every hospital after that film has one infertility, department attached to it, especially after that film. So
Ayushmann in your pictures are there.
there are. Yeah, there are.
Thanks
Vicky
to-
Donor का poster है सब जगह. They give an example of Vicky Donor all over.
yeah.
They call me, please आप open करके जाओ यार. मैंने बोला please उसको.
कभी-कभी स्कूल का फंक्शन में या कोई पब्लिक फंक्शन में बुलाते हैं, पूछता हूँ, सर कैन यू टेल अस अबाउट विकी डोनर? They must be asking about your movies from time to
Yeah,
time.
they do that. I mean, it goes. So I said, हो गया देखो फिल्म आप देख लो फिल्म में सब कुछ है.
Vicky Donor 2 coming soon. Now he's an old man. हाँ, एक दो पिल पॉप करके back in action. Vicky uncle.
ये बहुत लोग स्टोरी भेजते हैं मुझे बना के सर विकी नोर का स्टोरी भेजा बनाओगे आप. मैंने बोला नहीं यार ट्रू नहीं बनाऊंगा. सीक्वल मेरा काम का नहीं.
नहीं?
I have not make sequels.
Hey, have you ever thought of sequel? No.
Never.
You're done.
Done.
You just don't look back.
No, don't worry. Yeah, done because I've done everything. You can't go back and again restart again thinking because that is worked and all that. I'm not because I'm very fragmented that way. I'm completely fragmented. And this is, again comes to the documentary
Style.
Style because so this film is more of a documentation and Abhishek Bachchan is the main protagonist. What he goes through, the journey of his life, a few years of his life, that's what I've documented and I want to talk. And also I want to talk is everyone wants to talk, right? I've met so many people. He says कि यार मैं father से mother से बात नहीं कर पाया. मैं बात कर लेता ना एक बार अच्छा हो जाता है. So that I want to talk is also a very
People not conversing when they should.
Communication also.
Communication,
Yeah,
yeah.
once you can sort it out. Again, you can sort out all your problems just your time.
Including world politics.
Yes, you
if
can.
people come to the table and talk.
They should do that.
Yeah.
I think that will solve
Fundamental
a lot
issue is communication.
Yeah, of course.
Whether it's
No.
marriage or countries.
Politics was always like that.
Yeah.
Politics was always a debate of ideologies, and accordingly, and you talk, and you put your name. Either you take it or I take it. So that's what it is.
Will you get into politics?
Not much. Of course, you're making films and making documentaries.
No, but
you're
will
reading
you,
everything.
Will you get into active politics?
No, I didn't. I never.
In the future, I'm saying.
Oh, in the future? No, I don't think so.
If TMC gives you a ticket?
No, never.
Somewhere in North Calcutta, Bengal?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Politics, no.
South Mumbai? जगह है? मैं पूछता हूँ. Call the boys. There are many Shiv Senas. I'll tell you which one to apply for. It's not easy. Maharashtra politics is very complicated today, sir.
Yeah, I know.
That's a documentary you want to make.
Yeah, there are a lot many players.
Yeah, too many players. Yeah. Only 11 on the field, but so many more. Okay,
Yeah.
before we go into the...
So I want to talk is like that kind
Yes.
of a very light-hearted. It's a very slice of life, and I can tell you that Abhishek Bachchan. I mean, everybody is looking for, why Abhishek is not getting the right. They like Abhishek Bachchan, but somehow they feel that he's not
Got the right roles to suit his personality.
Yeah. So I have a feeling this film he's going to steal your heart. That's for sure. That
Does he get to talk as much as he normally talks because he's a talker?
Of course, he talks a lot. Yeah, that's what I came the idea from. The way he talks. I mean, he talks a lot. He loves to talk.
Yeah.
That's why my opening teaser was, I don't love to talk, I live to talk. So that's how it is. That's the film is all about.
So how do you handle all these big stars? But you talk to them, you Abhishek, not like that. Yeah. You said that you act out the performance to them.
I act out every scene. So what
What about the females?
Huh?
The female actors.
I perform.
Can you
Like
show-
Deepika.
Explain. Do it once. Please. Deepika's stand.
No,
I'm
it's
Deepika.
only for
I'm
actors.
Deepika. Two lines. Just
No.
how?
No, the one na.
Huh?
नहीं दीपिका का वो जैसे वो जो लाइन है मैं टू परफॉर्म फॉर ना अरे बाबा हो जाएगा आप जाके बैठो हो जाएगा डोंट वरी डोंट होल्ड योर स्टमक जस्ट गो हो जाएगा इफ यू डोंट वांट टू लिसन ओके डू व्हाट यू वांट लाइक दैट सो आई बेसिकली एन एटीट्यूड to give an attitude to the actor and then they get it actually right and also what you're asking me that what they do handle those big actors first only I was nervous the first time when I was working with Mr. Bachchan
Yeah.
So
Once you can handle him, everything is easy. Huh?
so then I didn't know how to shout action, first time, So I had a habit of shouting and action and like that. And then first day,
PA on a mic.
Mike, of course.
God,
And then I was nervous on the first. I didn't say action, so I said okay, so like that. And then he said, Shujit, say action. I said okay, sir, I'll say action. So that's how I started.
So he directed the director.
So that's how it all started. With
Have you
him.
ever told him what to do?
Of course.
And how does that
See,
go?
because I live with the script. I live with the script. We'll write the script because that's my main and I completely perform the entire script myself, act it out, so, the whole script.
Fair enough. It's your baby.
Yeah. That's so I act it out, and so I give that to them. Sometimes they said, "Don't act." So sometimes Irfan will say me, "Don't act, Dada, please don't act."
I can imagine, यार.
मेरा इरफान नहीं मुझे करने का तो बताना एक बार तो बताना एक ही बार करेंगे आप मैंने बोला हाँ एक ही बार ही करूँगा
They stopped you.
they stop you too because it's that I
No,
live
I
with.
know because I worked with this guy called Kunal, horrible man, and he used to act out the little skits we did to the actors who were there. And if they were new, they would be like, "Is he mental?" Because he'd be literally going like, "I'm telling you," and overacting in this theatrical fashion. The actors like, "What is wrong with this man?"
Yeah.
That's why I was dying to see कि अगर आप सच में किया तो कैसा किया?
What it does, but sometimes it gives a very holistic idea to the actor. They get a lot of things, and there are some actors who are one take actor. They will like Mr. Bachchan is like a one take actor.
Yeah.
He'll rehearse a lot here. Irfan is like a 30 take actor.
My God.
Like in a 30th take, he's like give you the best. Like he's like improvise and improvise and improvise. Deepika is a take one, take two kind of an actor. She's very good. Take one go. She'll first do a lot of acclimatization on the set and move and all. So my technique is very theatre and again a documentary. So I don't shoot like very organized करके अच्छा अब बोलूँगा action. ये बात करते when I'm rolling the camera and start.
Superb. I like this style a lot.
So like that. So that's how I do it. So I think also these actors, I mean stars I would say, and they are really big celebrities. They also come to me with the thought that अच्छा सुजीत दादा के साथ बंगाली दादा के साथ काम करेंगे तो हमको भी थोड़ा सा we are not working in a Karan Johar film. We are working on Sweet Sarkar film. So that's how it is. So they come with also that set of mind also. So I think that's how.
You're known. You're a brand.
Not brand.
what-
I mean, they know that this kind of a film, the script it
You're a
is.
brand. It's okay. I can say it. You don't have to say it. But coming back to, I'm just thinking, what about Manoj and if Piyush and if they call Gajraj? Do they call you up and say, "Sir, mujhe cast karo"? and all? I mean, you're like close.
Yeah, we are close. So Gajraj has worked with me. Piyush has worked with me. Piyush has worked with a film called Pink.
Yeah.
And he wrote my first film also. Yahan. He wrote the dialogues of
No,
that
but I'm
film.
saying, what if they want the role that you give Abhishek, the main lead role and all? If Piyush calls up and says, "Oh, Abhishek ko mat dena. I want to play this role," अब क्या करेगा?
बोलते हैं.
And would you act out to Piyush and Manoj and Gajraj and all?
I sometimes.
Same style?
Yes, see, Manoj ke sath I have not worked.
Huh.
I've also not worked with Gajraj for a long time.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
did one film long back. And
What does
then-
Gajraj say
Yeah.
when you're rehearsing?
Me and Gajraj are very good friends. So we were together since our theatre group. So we interacted.
But can you tell him what to do? I mean, how do you do the same boat, jo acting ka दिखा के kind of
See,
style?
once you read the script, it's normally the acting हो ही जाता है. But then he is also a very good actor. He picks up very quite well. He has got his own style also.
Very good actor. He pretends to like our show.
Yeah, he is. And same with Piyush also. Piyush has got his own style.
Yeah. He's superb.
Yeah, he's good. So-
Eccentric man, really.
Yeah. So you change one line, one word, Piyush got. So he एक महीना या 2 महीना पहले when he cast for Make Pink, he said script दिया तू change तो नहीं करेगा. मैंने बोला पीयूष भाई I mean I will have to improvise, थोड़ा change तो करूँगा ही, 1-2 वर्ड. नहीं यार मैंने याद कर लिया स्क्रिप्ट, तू चेंज कर देगा स्क्रिप्ट. मैंने बोला थोड़ा करता हूँ मैं. तो he'll get really angry and pissed off. And on the shoot if you change something, he तो get pissed off on him. But I didn't change much with him. Yeah, so I kept it.
Wow, what an interesting journey.
Yeah.
All right. And we were going to do an ad, you said, or something. When
Yeah,
years ago.
long back. I mean, I'm not now. I'm talking about
Huge ad.
Yes.
Millions of dollars. Yeah.
2006, 2007. I think so. I forgot the commercial that I knew they were supposed to.
It was that Nirodh contraceptive. I am the before, not after.
ऐसे कर देगा तो 5.
This is Nirodh. You don't need anything more.
Yeah. हम लोग फिल्म देखते थे ना पहले.
हाँ.
Everybody will sit down. है ना, एक घर पे टीवी होता था किसी का.
And that ad would, yeah.
Yeah, one of my friend who was a little, he had a little polio in his, on his right, thing. But he was a very good kancha player, and absolutely his mouth was like the, कुछ भी बोलता था कहीं पे. So सब लोग घर परिवार मिलके फिल्म देख रहा है, तो टीवी पे ऐड आ रहा है. सुजीत. So I said,
Those are the days. People won't know, young generation. We have to share one TV and the grandparents, parents and all. And the
Everybody.
double meaning ad आ गया या कुछ.
नहीं वहाँ पे जब निरोध का ऐड आता
Yeah.
था, everybody
All the time.
उधर
Yeah.
चल रहा है सब जगह.
Yeah. Wow. Because they all also know that the family is made because we didn't use.
Yeah, of course.
So, sir, we have to quickly get into AMAs. Your fans are writing in.
What is it?
And for some reason, you got a Bengali guy as you've chosen as. We have lots of people. Prithvi, our producer, has chosen 3-4 so for time. These are people who, your fans,
Oh, hello, Prithvi.
who write.
Hello.
Sham Shubro, hope I said it correctly. Regarding Piku, there's a scene where Bhaskar's sister-in-law asks him why he wants to sell Champakunj. Bhaskar replied, God knows what he's replied. Matha ghur geche tomar.
हाँ, माथा घूरे गया तुम्हार.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
What is it?
माथा घूरे गया मतलब ये दिमाग खराब हो गया
Oh,
तुम्हारा.
okay. Mastak mein bimari che. In a terrible Bengali accent. Throughout the film, Bhaskar's Bengali accent was good. How did this one line drop? Is it correct?
Yeah, I mean sometimes some words are like घूरे gache is like a little tricky word.
Huh.
Yeah, sometimes.
For a non-Bengali to get it right.
Yeah, I mean,
dubbing bhi achhi
I mean, good that he pointed out quite.
Is it correct, this
yeah,
point?
Yeah, he's I mean, I really like that he's picked up on it. There are silly.
Only a Bengali can do this to a fellow Bengali.
Yeah.
Everybody is citing praise and only found one line
Yeah.
in which in 3 hours, one line, the accent changed in one word.
When the film came out, and that's when it got to me. Yeah, this one word I could have twisted. So because there are.
But you didn't see it in the rushes. I mean, in the at the point of shooting.
I know, but sometimes you really miss that. Sometimes because I sprinkled Bengali little. It was a Hindi film,
Correct.
But some words were that, and this was a little tongue twisting. Matha ghure gache. So it was little for them, and he's.
Say it once properly.
Matha ghure gache tomar.
Tough yaar. नहीं हो पाएगा. In the words of Irfan ji, take 30. Okay, Sunny 13 says, I love your first movie, Yahan. Do you feel it was not given the due credit by industry and critics alike? And what changes do you feel there would have been if Irfan had played Sardar Udham as originally planned?
Oh my God.
2 questions.
Too many questions.
Yahan first.
Anyway, Yahan, I think The day it was supposed to release, it was 26th of July and Mumbai floods.
Oh, arey.
And it was completely washed out.
News takes over entertainment also for a week.
Yeah, it was, everything was stopped for a
Yeah,
week.
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So my film was completely
Bad luck.
completely
Force
bombed.
majeure.
Bombed.
Oh.
So, but then later a lot of people have
Appreciated it.
they like the film and they somehow. So that's how it is. I mean, due credit, I don't know where the prints. I don't know. It was with Sahara. Now they will, but it's there on YouTube, and then I saw some of the whatever
And
pirated version of it.
Irfan as the lead in Sardar Udham.
So, yes, he was supposed to play the lead in Sardar Udham, but it was unfortunate. And then I asked him, and at one point I decided to shelve the project also. I said I would not do it. Then I went and spoke to Irfan. I asked him, Irfan, he said, Dada, please, you must do this film. This is your baby. And you please go ahead. And that's how Vicky Kaushal happened, and I went on. I mean, of course, I missed Irfan.
But
and
you
I
did
dedicated
cast his son, no? Or you're casting his son?
Yes, I cast his son for a film, and we're just still in the process.
Yeah.
He's doing a film with us. So Irfan was a dear friend, So Irfan is like I find there's a huge vacuum.
Yeah.
Huge
He's changing
vacuum.
the game on his own.
Yeah, there is like a Irfan here, and there's industry, this actor and this actor. This complete, this big passage is a gap, still vacuum. And I'm trying to, and all my films are, in my head, it is all Irfan. So Vicky came a little closer to that, and he did it. He did a fine job in Sardar Udham. And let me tell you, even for this one also, I mean, I tried in I Want to Talk. It was supposed to be Irfan.
Really?
Yeah, but Abhishek also. I mean, of course, when you write it like that,
when you first wrote, huh?
Abhishek also came quite close to that. Very satisfied with his performance.
Wow. If you want a cheaper Vicky Kaushal, I'm available Saturday, Sunday. Monday to Friday, मैं काम नहीं करता यार. I just don't feel like working.
What do you do?
I do nothing.
You do nothing. Very
I'm
good.
like.
I really like people who do nothing.
Raja Sabha, that's my place. That's where I want to be. I'm hoping one day.
I also don't do anything much. Most of the time I'm sitting.
Okay, there's Abbas who actually works here sometimes. Hey Shujit, oh, he's not your pop, yeah. You can't have fucking. Look at the way they write, yeah. Show some respect. Shujit ji, sir, what's your take on this newfound fandom? Newfound fandom? You've been. Pico has. The newfound fandom Pico has earned online. So some of these films get this second breath of.
Oh, I'm really thankful that actually this is like for boon for me.
Yeah.
The OTT and the online. That's really all my films which were rejected on the theatre, but loved on the
Second
OTT
coming.
platform, second coming. So I'm grateful, absolutely grateful.
Then he adds also a word on working with Irfan, which you mentioned. Most of his scenes seem improvised. You've also mentioned this, I think. What was your direction to him?
Most of the scenes were not improvised. First, let me tell you, with Irfan.
Abbas?
Yeah, I don't let actors to improvise too much because that's my line of the script that I worked on, and I may ask them to improvise in that line itself. I don't let them to go on.
But as
extra
actors go,
work.
he liked to do his own thing.
He never actually. You see, he not. Of course, he'll like to do his own thing. Of course, he's going to do his own thing. That's why Irfan, because Irfan will bring that magic of that. But improvisation is very rarely. On one scene, we did improvisation, where on the street, they take a knife and all three go hell, and start shouting.
That's
the
not
scene.
planned. He did it.
No, we did it till some point. Yeah, but then scene was not coming out. Then I told all three of them, go
for it.
And they went mad. Mr. Bachchan also is a great improviser. I didn't know that all of them they can improvise and they can go mad because Mr. Bachchan is mostly with the script. But
Right.
when he improvises, you cannot.
So he goes either completely like by the technique and
You
script.
cannot stop him. He can go for hours. He can improvise. He can. He's too good there. And even Irfan. Irfan also can go. And also Deepika came in the middle of them, and she also started jamming with them. So that's how it is.
Okay, we're running out of time, or we've run out of time, sir. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh yeah. No,
Right,
it's
sir?
fun, Cyrus. I wanted to meet you for a long time.
Thank
but,
you, sir.
It's
Pleasure,
lovely,
pleasure,
lovely
pleasure.
meeting, Cyrus.
Pleasure.
So nice.
Yeah.
You
2006.
still do that Studio 8, that is 18 show?
Well, they canned us last year after 17 years almost, 16 years and 9 months.
That was very good.
We're trying to revive it, but I'm having trouble finding anyone interested. So let's see.
That was brilliant.
Oh.
That was brilliant.
was
I
fun.
loved that show.
Yeah. Also, our frustrations would come out there peacefully. Yeah.
Yeah, and quite sweetly you would take on politics.
Be between vegetarian on television and overdo it.
How are you balancing the line of politics?
No, but I people used to ask us about all that, but I enjoy that, where you don't go overboard also and just try and Generally, if you don't make personal comments, you should be okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's it.